Hi everyone, so today we are going to draw a birthday cake on a pedestal. So this is a 6-layer birthday cake with some frosting at the top. When it comes time to finish our cake off, I will give you some instruction on what you can do with your cake. You do not have to make yours exactly like mine. You are welcome to have some freedom and play around with yours, but we need to draw the cake first. So have your paper going the tall direction, nice and tall. So when we fold it in half, side to side, we get that tall, skinny rectangle. Then I want you to open it up. We're going to fold it in half, top to bottom, and that will give us the shorter, fatter rectangle. The next thing I need you to do, I want you to take 2 fingers, and we are going to stick them at the top of our paper. And right along that middle fold, I want you to make me a dot. Just a little one. Nothing big, just a little dot. The reason I'm having you do that is so that when we draw our cake, you're not way up here at the top of your paper. I want you to have some room. So we're going to draw an oval shape first. You want to make sure you have some room on both sides. So starting at that point, go ahead and start your oval shape. Remember to leave room on both sides because we will be drawing a cake plate at the bottom. I'm going to fix mine right here because I'm not super thrilled with how that edge turned out. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to draw 2 lines out of the edges of my cake. They're going to come down to a little bit below, about 1/3 of the way from the bottom of my paper. So I'm going to come down, then I'm going to draw a curved line across. And right now your cake is going to look like a giant marshmallow. So if yours looks like a giant marshmallow, you're doing exactly what you're supposed to do. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to draw the cake plate. Now when we draw our cake, or the platter I should say, when you draw that platter, I want you to come close to your cake. I want you to come about here. Reason why, we're going to cut a chunk out of this cake. So it's not going to look like your cake's right on the edge, but if you don't, you're not going to have enough room for the foot of your cake platter. So, coming up on the left side, come down and around, come up close to it. Don't touch it, but come close. You're going to give me that shape, similar to the plate we drew in the pie drawing. Now, from both of these edges, you're going to draw me a little curved, or a little angled line, not a curved line, an angled line. Then we're going to draw that kind of curved shape across. Okay, so now our plate has thickness. The next thing we're going to do, we are going to draw the foot and the pedestal part. So you're going to draw me 2 lines that curve out like a neck. I want it to look kind of like a neck. Then we're going to draw an oval shape. And this is actually called the foot of your platter. And then we're going to draw a horizontal line that goes across. And that just is going to make it look like your plate or your cake is sitting on a counter or a table and not floating in outer space. So we're going to come up and we're going to draw a horizontal line to the right, horizontal line to the left, and there we have our cake plate. So the next thing we're going to do, we're going to draw that wedge of cake that has been cut out so we can see the inside. So I want you to draw me a vertical line on the left, and I want you to draw me a vertical line on the right. And it's okay if they're not quite equal. Mine never seem to be, so it's okay. Then we're going to start down here at the bottom. And we're going to, from the corner of the line we just drew, we're going to draw into our middle line. And we're going to do the same on the other side. You want to make sure that these 2 lines meet at the same spot on your center line. Otherwise it looks silly. We're going to do the same thing up to the top. And now you need your eraser, and we're going to erase these 2 lines. Okay. So now it kind of looks like a piece of cheese on a pedestal. So we're going to make it look like cake now. So I want you to draw me that center line. It's just straight down your fold. Then you're going to find about the middle, and we're going to draw an angled line that comes up. And that's not quite the middle. I thought it was, but that's not quite the middle. Need to go down just a little bit more. There we go. That looks a little bit more like the middle. I'm going to do the same on this side. Now, I'm going to make my cake 6 layers. Right now I've got 2, so I need to divide these into 3 and those into 3. So I'm going to draw 2 lines at the bottom, because that now gives me 3 layers of cake at the bottom. And then I'm going to draw 2 more layers, or sorry, 2 more lines to create 3 layers here. Now, we also need to add the frosting layer. So to add our frosting layer, I'm going to draw me a little line here going across, a little line here going across, and then we're going to come straight down, and then we're going to need to use our eraser. So come straight down both those edges, and now we need to use our eraser, and we're going to erase those little itty bitty lines in there. Or in my case, you're going to erase a whole lot more and have to redraw, because my eraser is big. It's not a skinny eraser. It used to be, but it's a well-used eraser now. So I'm going to have to redraw some lines back in, which is totally okay. Okay, so there is our cake. Now, if you want to add your own decorations, you are welcome to start here. If you want to draw the dollops of frosting on the top, stick with me and you can do that. Remember, you do need to color this, and you can color it however you would like. Just make sure it's school appropriate. Now, I've seen dragon cakes. I've seen this one turned into mermaid cakes. I've seen it turned into a royal cake, so there was a crown at the top. Be creative. Have fun. Now, I'm going to show you how to do the kind of frosting drops. So we're going to start them out just kind of like we did last week with the whipped cream. We're going to start out with kind of a C at the bottom. We're going to curve it up, and then we're going to make a little curve at the top, kind of like a Hershey Kiss, and come down. Now, I like making things equal, so I'm going to start on the right, and then I'm going to come over here to the left, and I'm going to do the same thing. And that way they're a little bit more balanced. Then I'm going to go here to the middle because I'm doing 5. So if I do 1 on each edge, the next one is in the middle, and then hopefully I can place the other 2 fairly easily. So I come out, and it's okay if some end up looking bigger than others. Cakes aren't perfect. If you've ever watched The Cake Boss, you'll find some really cool cakes that he's made. This one kind of reminds me of that. Okay, my middle one in there is pretty big. I'm going to erase it and redo it. So as I'm also erasing, I'm going to erase the lines that go through my other 2 pieces of frosting. Just because I'm up there and I'm erasing. So this guy, I'm going to shrink down just a little. He was just a little too big for me. Okay, so there is our cake. If you finish yours, send me a picture. Either Dojo, email, post it on Teams, some way you can get it to me. So there's our cake. Like I said, do you have to do these? Nope. Can you decorate however you want? Yes, please do. I would love to see how yours turned out. Mine, I did the rainbow cake, and then I did sprinkles on the outside, and then I did the drops of frosting on the top, just because it was something fun. So I will see you guys later.